Extra special thanks to the Pakalika tribute channel. Go subscribe. Link in comments.
Yo, this is a confession to all you sold out MCs. You know what I'm saying? Check this shit out.
Hey, what's up, dudes? Alex Staunch here, coming to you from Hollywood tonight. That's right, I'm here in Hollywood. Is anybody in the area? Let me know down in the comments. Let's hang out. I'm here for a few weeks on business, and I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite parts of Cottonmouth King's history. One of the best MCs to be in the group, and definitely the best dancer. You know who I'm talking about. Anybody lucky enough to have seen Pakalika live, well, you know what I mean. The dude was an enigma, and a very integral part of Cottonmouth Kings. And while he didn't last for the group's entire lifespan for better or worse, he remains a legend and a vital part of Cottonmouth King's lore. Little is known of Pac's upbringing, and many rumors persist of the visual assassin. But what I managed to gather is Pakalika was born Patrick Wesley Cochran on November 11th, 1969, and it didn't take long until he took a liking to all things art, including dancing and music. And he was also born with some pretty bad health problems. Patrick always believed that he was destined for greatness, and was also convinced he was not of this world, not fully human at least, claiming to have hydromechanics, which would be expressed through the namesake original Pakalika style of dancing. Patrick would eventually land in California and would take his stylistic dancing to the streets and started auditioning for anything that needed a dancer. And being about 7 foot tall with a wild bushy hairdo and, the hydromechanics in tow, it didn't take him long for him to start finding some work. He appeared in commercials. He even did some music videos, dancing. One of them was for Janet Jackson. And, he really got his name out there.
Became did my things when I was younger, some things, lots of things, lots of things, you know what I mean? But I jumped into the entertainment field, found, there's a lot of little things to be done up in there too, so, I've been doing that for quite a while.
Pac would begin showing up at nightclubs, showcasing his style on the dance floor, and, sometimes out, in the streets or in line whenever he couldn't get in. This caught the eye of club promoter Brad X, Daddy X, who was a club entrepreneur along with original KMK member Lou Dog. So, when things started to pop for KMK, Brad knew he had to get Pac involved. And, a version of this story was told before on a DVD.
They picked me up on the street corner, you know what I'm saying? I'm out robot in front of a liquor store trying to make my little change, buy my 40s and shit, slang my little pot and shit. These dudes roll up on me and the shit while I'm doing my, my hydromechanics, my little roboting and shit, and they like bugging out. D-Loc steps out of the van and shit's just bugging on me hardcore. I'm just kind of peeping them out. And then, Richter, Bobby B, X, all up in there, Lou Dog. They're just looking at me like, what's up? And he comes out, he just walks up on me, goes, hey man, we want you to be in the band, son. And he breaks out a pound. He goes, we ain't got no dough, but we got a pound of weed for you right now. And I'm crazy. And there it is. That's how we did it.
Look at this motherfucker. I thought I smoked a lot of weed.
Real.
This might be kind of crazy, but we love your shit right now. We don't have no money, but we got weed. Would you be joining our band? Be interested, man? What do you think? I do.
Pakalika was indeed a legend who did a lot of TV and film work you may not even know about. Back when Cottonmouth King still had the mob mentality, he was indeed an integral part of the show, and it was hard to imagine Cottonmouth Kings without him, if I'm being honest. I recently heard a few funny stories that are confirmed about Pakalika, and one of them being about Pakalika's endowed manhood being a huge hit on tour for the groupies. Let's just say, I can't really repeat the stories I heard, not here on YouTube at least. And also, a pretty awesome tale was about a tour bus with a broken AC unit. Now, when the tech came on board with a temperature reading device, Pakalika proved to the rest of the guys in the crew that he was indeed a cold-blooded, otherworldly creature, when the temperature at his bunk read an astonishingly low degree in that spot alone. Pretty crazy. It would be around and after the Long Live the Kings album and tour when we would see Pakalika leave the group. Now, he threw some shade and everything like that on social media, but it seemed to come from some misdirected anger or something like that. I don't know. It didn't seem to come from a real place. And all I know is that the offer was always open for Pac to return, all the way up until the end at least. And the whole group was devastated when he passed, which unfortunately came shortly after, as Pakalika would return to Planet Budtron in August of 2012 due to a lifelong health issue. Now, in the end, Pakalika credited his hydromechanics and his heavy use of a vaporizer for extending his life as long as he got. A world record he actually would attain, having taken the biggest vape hit. And after Cottonmouth Kings, he just went back to the commercials and dancing, and, you know, he's Pakalika. He was always going to make it. But it is safe to say that Pakalika knew he was not destined to be on this planet for too long, and that he was also destined for greatness. I mean, at every moment of the guy's life, he was turning heads. You know, you might have noticed at the beginning of the video, I said he was one of the best MCs in the group. And while he never got a chance to shine, not on any KMK tracks at least, not really, he did put out some pretty good music. He did some solo stuff, some spoken word, and he even did some music with the underrated Grand Vernacular.
With the D-I-S-F-U functional, these MCs are hard as hell. Oh, I see. I ain't icy, and you ain't nice to me, and they ain't nice to me. Okay, a couple, but that's it. Just no wax spit performance, enhancing like THG. I mean THC, acting Falco, more like Balky. See, we perfect strangers, you know us, the rap side stranglers.
Now, I just love that shit, man. Pakalika's badass. Well, I wish they would have put him on some KMK stuff, you know. Let's hear some more of it.
There's poverty, hardship, job loss, banks being seized, the American system being taken advantage of, and disease. Politicians doing what they please at the expense of millions, costing us trillions. Not to mention those late fees. Now our credit's fucked. Fuck.
I'm before your time, so it was a sign that I find you hilarious. Are you serious? I guess anybody can be a rapper, an MC, but not a lyricist. Look in the mirror, I insist, you're a plagiarist. So in rap terms, I'm an atheist. Play with this, you're gonna get dissed, dismissed, early departure. The next arrival, no survival, is suicidal. I hope I'm a teen's idol. I read my lyrics, they're my Bible.
Pakalika will truly be missed, and he is indeed a legendary performer. I never did get to meet him, but I did get to see him live. And it's safe to say that the magic, so to speak, when it came to Cottonmouth Kings, left with Pakalika, even though they marched on. The group expressed true sadness and paid respects when Pac passed, and today he is sorely missed among us fans, although not forgotten by a long shot. Let's hear your Pakalika stories in the comments, and let me know any info I may have left out. And I'll speak on it real quick, guys. I was in touch with Lou Dog recently, and I hope to be again soon. All I can say is that he's doing fine and is honored to have been part of Cottonmouth Kings, and is proud of everything he and they as a band accomplished. Our conversation was a real eye-opener, I'll tell you that. And in turn, I'm going to look at things and take some time before getting back into my weekly episodes. I'll still be doing them, though. It's just they're not going to be like every week, every Monday like they have been. I'll be doing some related live streams and such, but, you know, they just won't be every week anymore. For a while. Just got to figure some stuff out. Be sure to hit that notification bell. I'll be doing a KMK live stream very soon where you guys can ask me questions, and I'm thinking of even having like a call-in situation. What do you guys think of that? You into that? Let me know down in the comments. And of course, this rip is for Pakalika. Join me, why don't you? Alright guys, we're going big time for Pac here. Let's do it. This one's for you, Pakalika. We miss you. See you soon, folks.